No. It's gonna drive me crazy. I also tend to predict the ending of books, and I did say okay, the last clip, hi vlog. The last clip was me walking to Oxfam Books. I didn't actually mean to go to Oxfam Books today. I did mean to go, just didn't mean to go today, but worked out, I think. I was on the way to the library and I was like, let me just stop in there real quick so I don't have to go back out, get all this done. However, I didn't mean to buy myself books. The only reason I had to go to Oxfam Books was because I need to get a Christmas gift for my dad. Yes, after Christmas, but I haven't seen him. So, and I'll be seeing him this month, but I couldn't find the book that my brother said he wants in any indie bookstore by me. I was like, let me see if Oxfam Books has it. It didn't, but I found some other books that I felt like he would like. I got him 2 books and I got myself 2 books. I didn't mean to get myself any books, but I was like, might as well. They actually had multiple books that are on my list, but I limited it to 2. So I think I did a really good job. I'm going to do a little haul. I will tell you which books are for me and which ones are for my dad. So I got Book of Night by Holly Black. I have press-on nails on right now. You guys know I love Holly Black. I haven't read Book of Night. I've heard some mixed reviews, but I thought I'd give it a try. I kind of want to give all Holly Black books a try. I need to not do that. It's gonna drive me crazy, if not other people. Other than that, I got Becoming by Michelle Obama. For my dad, he likes to read biographies. He voted for Obama. Here's the thing, the books I got for my dad, will I be able to get them to the States? I'm a little worried, I won't lie. And will he get kicked out of the States for having them? You know, that is gonna end up being, you know, something he has to deal with. I just have to get them to the States. You should be able to. You should. You'll see how America's doing right now. I didn't vote for that. I voted, just not for that. The second one I got for my dad is another politics book that I genuinely feel like I'm not gonna get in the country. Like, just read this. Like, I'm not, even if it's just like, you're just studying, you're just learning about it. And the last book I got for myself, The Atlas 6, I have yet to read an Olivia Blake book. I have a couple on hold on BorrowBox, as I mentioned in my 26 books I want to read in 2026. This was not one of them, but I do want to read this book. It's been on my list for a very long time, and don't know why my voice is doing that. I didn't really sleep last night, but I really want to read this book. Again, another one I've heard mixed reviews about, but it's been on my list. So that is what I got. I also saw Shatter Me, which I've never read, but I have This Woven Kingdom and I want to read that. I don't know if I might be like well past the age of like enjoying Shatter Me, but I also it does interest me. And another one was an N.K. Jemisin book that I haven't actually heard of, but I do hear great things about every N.K. Jemisin book I've heard of, and I do need to read the 5th season, I believe it's called. But I felt like I kind of wanted to start with one of those before I read any other N.K. Jemisin. But that's all I have for my little haul here. And that's a fun part of the vlog. Yay, hooray! And yeah, I got my fringe trimmed so I can see now. I've literally never heard that about this street. But it's like the most popular book, and I was hearing someone talk about it, and they were like, the theory is like, oh, if someone's bothering you, if someone's doing stuff, just like let them, which I understand that to a degree. But they were saying like, oh, if even a politician is doing stuff you don't agree with, let them. I was like, that's not something I agree with at all. I need to straighten my fringe, but we're going to Portal Books in New York. I of course had to come visit Minstergate Bookshop. Love this used bookstore. And I almost fell down the stairs, which I feel like I used to do when I came here before.
Hello, I'm Lindsay's Aunt Judy. We did a book haul here in York because you can't go anywhere without visiting bookstores. And I would like to share a fun fact that I found out in Malibu last month. And I don't know how verified this is, so it might just be something I was told. In America, they release the hardback, and then a year and a half later, they release the paperback. But in Europe, they release both at the same time. So I don't know if that's true or not. I was told that. Fun fact.
But I don't know if they would do that in the UK because we're not technically...
Maybe that's true. That's true.
Because I know I did get one book here that they had hardback, but that might have just been that book. I don't know what it is, but...
Well, the whole conversation...
technically we're not European Union anyway, so...
That's true. And the whole conversation came at an independent bookstore, Malibu Books. Shout out to them. Everyone, if you're in Malibu, go by there. They're in the Malibu Country Mart. Because they had the book that I cannot think of The Wedding People, which, excellent book. But they only had it in hardback. And I bought it in hardback last year and then saw it I did see it here in the UK in paperback.
Yeah, you saw it here. Yeah.
So my book haul from the past 2 days, because, you can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books in 2 days very easily.
Yes.
Very easily. A Witch's Guide to Love and Poison. No, it is not a how-to guide. It is a novel. But, might take hints. You never know.
Yeah.
Then, I don't know if anyone has ever read How to Kill Your Family. Oh my God. One of the best books I have ever in my life read. I always am like, oh, I can figure this book out. No, you cannot. You're reading and you're thinking, where's this going? And twist, and twist. And you're just like, did not see that coming. So well written. Highly love it. So I was told in the one bookstore that
Criminally Good Books in York. It's a crime and mystery bookstore.
Okay. Anyways, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, sorry, not to interrupt you. I just wanted to give them a shout out.
Give them a shout out that this was an excellent book. Which also leads me to, hold on, What a Way to Go, which is by Bella Mackey, who is the same author that wrote How to Kill Your Family. So hopefully this one will be as good. Yeah. Hopefully I can't figure this one out. Okay, then in the Minstergate bookshop, I found Little Women, this gorgeous edition, because honestly, I don't remember if I still have my copy from when I was younger. Loved that book, read it multiple times as a kid. And even now that I'm an adult, clearly not a kid anymore, I will still read this.
Did you watch the Greta Gerwig Little Women?
Yes, and I loved it. It was excellent.
Yeah.
I've seen like multiple versions of Little Women.
I've only seen the Greta Gerwig one.
Oh, I've seen older ones too. They're good. Okay, a friend of mine, Rachel, said to get who's probably texting me now, The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. She said it was a laugh out loud funny book, so I got this. And for those of you who don't know me, which is everybody, I have 2 cats. So this is a book it's called The Full Moon Coffee Shop, about a coffee shop run by cats. It's like coffee, cats, what's not to love. Then I just read The Wedding People, and they kept referencing Jane Eyre and Charlotte Bronte. And I had read Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, which was brutal to get through.
Yeah, not my favorite.
No, not my favorite either. So I had always steered clear of Jane Eyre. But then people said, oh no, Jane Eyre is much better. It's easier to read.
To be fair, they're not they're sisters. Yeah.
But
see, I always thought the same thing of like, oh, they're sisters. The books might be similar, but they are like, I wouldn't write the same book my brother would write,
Exactly. And I certainly wouldn't write the same book my sister would write.
Yeah.
So I found Jane Eyre in the Amnesty bookstore, which supports Amnesty International, and it was only £2.50. So I'm like, okay, if it's bad, I'm only out probably when my conversion $3.50, maybe $5 at the most.
Yeah.
So I will read this and report back. All right. That is my reading input on Lindsay's blog.
I mean, this lighting is crazy right here. It's not good, but that's okay.
No, how is mine?
No, your lighting's good.
Okay.
I have this under the TV, so there's a shadow, and then you can see this. It's not great setup, but that's okay. So.
Do you want to go over everything?
No, I'm fine. I mean, people know me by this on this channel that I think they care more about the books. Honestly, though, and I've noticed this, when I edit films and stuff, because when I edit films, I don't do the sound, so I don't, edit the sound on that. But it's more jarring to have bad sound than bad visual.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, my book haul, we also went yesterday to Portal Books, which is an indie bookstore in New York that I have been to a couple times, but I was never able to get a book. I have seen everybody talking about this book, The Second Death of Locke by B.L. Bovalino, and they had a signed version. It was the only version they had, cost the same amount as like the normal hardback. So I was like, might as well get that because I really want to read it, and it's really cool that it was signed. And then I have talked about this book multiple times before, how I wanted to read an Agatha Christie and I wanted to read the tennis mystery. So I did finally get the tennis mystery from Criminally Good Books. It's where I saw it all the time last year, and something just fell out of this. I think they gave me a free bookmark. Yeah, they gave me a little bookmark, which something I love. I like multiple indie stores that I've gone to have given like a free bookmark or something like that because they, you know, I feel like they have to work a little harder to get people to come back, which sucks. But and then because my aunt recommended it, I got How to Kill Your Family, and I liked hearing that it is not predictable because I also tend to predict the ending of books. And I did say this year, because I've been in Criminally Good Books a few times as well, but never got anything. But as I said in my 26 books to read in 2026 video, I'm trying to read more of different genres, so that's why I got a couple mysteries. And then I got from Minstergate Books, I got Vintage Kafka Metamorphosis. I was talking about this with someone recently and I've never read it, so I decided to finally pick it up. And I have talked about many times on this channel Dracula and how I read it via Dracula Daily, and I really wanted a copy of it because I really liked it. So I got this really pretty copy of Dracula at Minstergate, and it's originally 20 pounds. I got it for 8 pounds, so I'm really happy with that. My friend looks crazy, but I feel crazy. So the plan was to do December reading wrap up for this weekend, have that up this weekend. But as you can see in the rest of this vlog, I went out of town for my master's graduation, and now that I'm back in town, I'm getting ready to move house. Here, I packed books, and I have a lot more packing to do, so I'm just gonna upload the vlog that I have done, and I will have my reading wrap up hopefully up by Wednesday. Either way, that's this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye!